Hey guys, how's it going? This is Vivek once again, and this video is going to be super important. So just a few days ago, I was having a conversation with an elder cousin sister of mine, and she's been on stages. She's very good with her communication skills. She's very good with her soft skills, and she's trained hundreds or maybe thousands of people in her job in human resources. And we were having a chat. She said that, you know what, I'm going to do something on my own, and I know that I can impact people's lives, and I want to make more money doing that, right? So I asked her two questions, right? So I said, you know what, if things had to go your way, which business model or which way would you go? Would you prefer one-to-one coaching, or would you prefer a group coaching, a one-to-many coaching? She said one-to-one works best for me. I said, fine, that's good, that's perfect. Second thing, I said, how much are you going to charge, and what format are you going to charge in? Are you going to charge X amount of money per session, or Y amounts of money for a 1 month program, or a 6 months program, or a 3 months program, or what is it going to be? She said, you know what? It actually depends on the person I'm dealing with. And she literally said these words. She said, agar moti party hai, so I would charge more money. And if he comes from a not so good financial background, I'll charge minimal amount of money because I don't want to leave anybody out, right? This is basically how 90%, or I can extend it to 95% of us actually think, that we want to become everything for everybody all the time, right? When we look at people like Tony Robbins, when we look at people like Anik Singhal, or whichever coach, whichever, let's say T. Harv Eker, when we look at people like these, we tell it to ourselves that, okay, I want to have multiple streams of income. I want to sell products online. I want to give workshops. I want to do one-to-one. I want to do online group coaching. I want to do webinars. And this is the fastest way. Congratulations, because this is the fastest way of going broke, or revolving in circles and actually spiraling downward and actually going nowhere, coming back to that square one position that you just started with. Makes no business sense at all. Let me actually give you another example, right? So have you heard of Byju's? Come on, you've heard of Byju's, right? Byju's. So Byju's actually started with just cat coaching. So it started with a hall, a room, that converted to a bigger hall, that got converted to a bigger seminar hall, and that got converted to a bigger auditorium. And there was a time when there were 1,000 students in an auditorium, and Baiju sir was teaching cat key coaching, and that seminar, guys, was being broadcast to multiple locations in India. That was the craze that students had for Baiju sir ki cat coaching, right? So he was for a lot of years, right? It was focused on just one thing, that is cat key coaching. And today, you can be an 11th class ka student who wants to learn biology. Fine. You can be a 7th class student who wants to learn English. Perfect. You can be a 12th class student who wants to learn maths. Awesome. Everything is available on Byju's, right? Akash Institute also followed a very similar pattern, right? Because this is a pattern of success. I cannot give you guys more examples, but I just want you guys to fixate upon one business model to get started with, and one kind of an audience to get started with, okay? And one price point. That's it. You can't have a generalized approach. Right? So let me tell you how I am implementing this in my life, in my business. So I started with, so a few weeks ago, I started doing webinars, right? So now webinars are doing really well for me. Just using webinars and a decent advertising before my webinars, I'm able to enroll clients into my program for a ticket size of 30 to 50,000 rupees, right? Now I have figured out my entire webinar funnel, that okay, when it comes to Facebook ads, this is what I have to do to get these many people into my webinar. And I know that if these many people are attending my webinar, these many people will actually pay, right? So my funnel is ready, my model is ready, my system is ready, right? And only after that, I started doing one-to-one sessions, because now from a strategic level, from a strategic standpoint, I can invest less time in my webinar funnel, right? Because it's there, it's ready, right? I just need to pump in more traffic, and I just need to work on my reporting, and that's it. That's it, right? So now I can invest the rest of my time in testing, in trying, in optimizing the one-to-one sessions that I'm doing for closing people, right? So guys, listen, I worked a lot on this webinar funnel. And if you're somebody who wants to learn how to enroll people, into your coaching, your training, your consulting program just using webinars, click the link below and join my next webinar, in which I'll be teaching a 5-step marketing blueprint. Okay, it's a 5-step marketing blueprint that you need to know, that you need to apply in your business, and you'll see high ticket sales flowing in. It happened for me. It can happen for you as well. Because I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, listening to the right guy and learning all of this information. I was not, born with this information. It's not a part of my DNA. I wasn't born with it. I learned it. I had an opportunity and I took advantage of it, much like you're about to. So why don't you click the link below, show up for my next webinar. You have a second option as well. Come up for a one-to-one strategy session, a one-to-one consulting session where I can look into your business and I can see how I can install my 5-step marketing blueprint in your business. Whether you want to do one-to-ones, whether you want to do a seminar, whether you want to do a webinar for enrolling people, it's going to work like crazy. It's going to work like, almost like cutting a brick of butter with a hot knife. It's that smooth. Click the link below, get signed up, get started with it. Take some action and share this video. Will you? All the best.